What's up, everybody? Welcome back, guys. Welcome back to the AM. Welcome back to 5-Minute Rants, everybody, where we talk about anything and everything predicated on the journey of life and business. I hope y'all are doing well. Anyways, guys, for today's rant, I just wanted to talk about my thoughts on education. I've really been thinking a good bit about this. Education is great, but what I'm trying to get to is the realization that education doesn't actually teach you how to navigate life. And I think that we often place too much emphasis on education as a key indicator of who is going to be successful and who isn't. Now, don't get me wrong. There are lots of statistics out there, and there's lots of data out there saying that education is great, and also that it is actually really helpful in your life. And it's really important to have. But what I'm trying to talk about is really the concept of that education is a foundation. And from that foundation, you actually move forward in life. And education has failed in a lot of ways, like education, like the school system and the educational system that we have currently in the U.S. doesn't teach you how to use money, invest money. It doesn't teach you anything about taxes. It doesn't teach you anything financially from that side. But what it does really well is it teaches you to read. It teaches you how to write, and it teaches you math. And those are all foundational aspects in order to navigate life. So in my journey, and especially in business, it is really a journey that is not mapped out well. And it's also a journey that it's not just hey, do steps 1, 2, 3, and you'll get A, B, and C, right? It's a journey that really requires constant improvement. It's a journey that really requires constant thinking and curiosity to change and to grow. It's a journey that requires constant research. And it's a journey that just isn't a multiple choice test, right? It's not just a what answer is this equation telling me that I should get, or what's the correct answer, A, B, C, or D. And I think that oftentimes we look at education wrongly, like it's the pinnacle and it's the end all and be all, and not education, but the educational system is the pinnacle of all of society. It's the end all and be all of all of society, when it honestly, it's really not. Like I heard a quote from somebody, like I can read, I can self-educate myself in the areas that I need to, right? And I think that's so important. And I'm thinking like, so I majored in history, right? A lot of good the degree did me in the workforce. That's part of the Harvard degree of stupidity. I can talk about that later. But part of what history really put out for me and really did was realizing back in historical times, the 1600s, the 1400s, the 1200s, all of that, reading and writing was a big deal. And if you could read and write, you're an educated person. And if you could read and write, the whole goal behind that was actually self-education and self-learning to help propel you on your journey in life and how you're going to do things. And so I think like we view education wrongly. We view it as the end all and be all. And honestly, there's that saying that those who teach can't do. And that's really true in a lot of ways and in a lot of aspects. I was actually just talking to somebody there in college, and they were majoring in business administration. And they were saying the best teachers they have actually are full-time business administrators that work for a company and actually do this on their own or own their own company to do this with. And then they just come in to teach, to give back to the community versus the teachers that have never done it. And this student, the way this student came to realize this was that she actually is a business administrator currently in a company, in a very successful company. And so being able to look at that and compare and go, wow, the educational system is not this elite pinnacle. And I'm bringing this up because what we're going to watch happen over the next 10 years, and what I believe we're going to watch happen over the next 10 years, is the educational system radically change and transition. I think corporate is going to get involved in a lot like businesses are, and not in the sense that you may think like, hey, they're building schools, they're going to have all these schools and all these things. It's not going to be that. It's going to be more from the side of, cool, you've got a high school degree. Cool, you've got a job under your belt. Come work for us. We'll teach you everything you need to know. And I think that's where corporate is going a lot and where businesses are going a lot. Google already started this a long time ago and has been doing this. And I just think it's just a different viewpoint to really see education. And I'm not saying it's bad. Like, I really think people need to go to school. I think it's vital. And I think our school system could be better. We're not talking about that. We're just talking about how I think we view it wrongly as the end all and be all of everything. So anyway, guys, That's it, and I will catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.